Welcome to the 504 podcast.
Oh boy.
My name is Darwin J.
Jenny with an I.
I'm Shay Lowe.
I'm Christian O.
Oh.
It's my last initial. It's short for Ortiz.
Christian O.
Yeah.
All right, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I told.
Start using the O.
Yeah, like
Really?
Stevie O.
Yeah.
Like Steve-O?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wild boy.
Chris O.
Chris O.
Ooh.
Christian O. I don't know. When I used to want to be a rapper, I used to thought about going by Christian Joel. That's my middle name. Like
Joelle is a feminine name, though.
Joel's a feminine name?
Yeah.
How many
Joel.
Joels do you know that are girls?
I know
One of my
Joel's.
best friends.
I know
Her
one.
name's Joel?
Yeah.
I know only one.
Is she Hispanic?
No.
She's just a white.
It's a very Hispanic
She's a-
thing.
That's what I'm saying.
She's
I've
a
never
white-
heard of a lady named Joel or anyone who's not Hispanic named Joel.
It's like a white lady name, but it's like
Really?
also like a Latin man's name too. Like I knew a guy named Joel. Well, we call him
Oh,
Joel,
Joel.
Yeah, like I
sure.
heard of Joel. Like people like, oh, is your middle name
but
Joel?
it's spelled like Joel.
It's the same way, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've just never heard of my. Damn it, because my first name is like kind of feminine, Christian or whatever.
That's
but
not feminine.
That's not feminine.
Christian's
That's
not
not
feminine.
feminine.
Christina.
No.
Chris- It's masculine.
Christina.
It's not.
Christian.
I wouldn't call it masculine,
It's
but it's
very
definitely not
biblical.
Very. It's
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 actually
like-
not. It's not biblical at all. The word Christian is not in the Bible.
It's
that
very
doesn't make it not
contradicting.
biblical though. Like,
What do you mean? Wouldn't it be biblical being that it's in the Bible?
It's the Bible is a Christian book.
It's not a Christian book.
What do you mean it's not a Christian book?
That's what it's labeled as.
What do you-
It's
it would
spelled
be a Christian-
differently.
It would be a Christian book, but there's no like the word Christian is not in the Bible.
okay, but it's still a Christian book.
Hey Siri,
What are you
is
going on
Christian
about?
in the Bible?
Wait, I forgot. You were in church Sunday. What did they say?
We didn't talk about if
They didn't
Christian
talk
was
about
in the Bible.
Christianity, they just
Yeah.
talked about
Sorry.
the
Okay.
Jews all day.
About-
How'd you know I was in church Sunday?
Oh.
You sent me a cross.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
That's strange. It must have been in the context of conversation.
No, he said Happy Sunday. Cross.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean I was in church.
I don't know.
Sorry, I
Usually-
love God.
Me too.
I'm a God gal.
He's pretty
One of my
chill.
high thoughts was this, actually. I would rather be
You brought notes?
schizophrenic. I would rather be schizophrenic than not believe in God.
My mom
Word?
is schizophrenic.
Yeah. You're
Wait,
kind
you'd rather
of
be
schizophrenic if
schizophrenic?
you believe in God, though. Like in a
How
sense.
so?
I guess. I mean, because you're talking to yourself or whatever, but it's also not voices talking to you. I mean, I don't know. Some people were like, oh, I was talking to God this morning type shit.
You
But
sound
Yeah.
schizophrenic,
it
yeah.
sounds schizophrenic, but I don't know. There's more just like, it's more in control of your head, I feel like, than less your head
Yeah.
taking control of you, which is schizophrenia.
I also realize why people believe in positive affirmation.
Why?
While I was high, this is all while I was high. You believe in positive affirmation because the power of it is that you're magical. So why wouldn't you believe that you're magical? Like you're like, oh, I'm magical. That's why these words are magical. And that's like an easy sell. Like, yeah, of course I'm magical. Of course I can make anything I want a reality if I just believe it. And I was like, you know what? This is bullshit.
I mean, to an
I
extent,
don't.
you just gotta gaslight yourself into being happy. That's what I did on the way here. I'm like, I'm funny. I'm cool. I'm good at podcasting.
Actually,
Fake it till you make it.
my internal dialogue was like, you're garbage.
Yeah.
You're not funny
That-
at all.
And that's how you truly feel, and that's more reflective of reality. But that's not gonna do you any justice.
No, I don't feel like sometimes I'm too overconfident. But I was trying to like think like, does weed make Amir and Caleb better writers than me? And
Wait.
What?
Amir and Caleb are both comics that are
What
usually
is-
They're
high.
black.
That has nothing to do with it being funny.
Amir's half black.
I was
so
just pointing out the
he's kinda funny,
similarities,
though.
and they
He's
both
kinda
smoke
funny.
weed.
Yeah, but they're both like usually high, and I think like these guys right when they're high.
Is Amir always high?
Is he?
I don't know if
I
he's
didn't
always high,
think
but for a
so.
good amount,
I
he
didn't even know that.
No, I know
No.
Caleb is.
I mean,
Yeah, Caleb's
Caleb.
always high.
I didn't even think of that, but it makes sense now because Caleb be saying the most high shit. He be just watching like
Yeah.
Adventure Time.
But I've been with Caleb. I've helped Caleb write before, and he was sober when he was writing. But I was like, my thought was, are they better writers than me because they're high all the time? And then I was like, no, they're not. You're just garbage. And I wrote that down
So these are all things you wrote when you were high?
when I was high. Yeah, I
Oh.
was like,
From CBD,
I was like,
pussy.
you wanna? I never do anything.
Lightweight.
I don't do anything.
I don't even think you were high. That's
I was,
something
I,
else.
my brain felt like
He was delusional.
I felt my eyelids, and I looked at my eyes, and they were bloodshot, and then my brain was on. All my thoughts were on loop. I was like, why the fuck do I keep
What?
having the same two thoughts? And I couldn't
Well,
do two things
you
at
said
once.
you wrote them down, so
I wrote down. I was debating with myself too. I was like, this is my high brain, this is my sober brain, and I was like, oh, sober me's gonna think this is hilarious.
Did you?
No.
No.
I was like,
Okay.
"This guy." I haven't read it all.
You're
I
like,
just,
it's garbage.
So what do you have down there?
this is the one that I thought might be funny.
That you wrote high.
That wrote high. So I was
Okay.
cooking something
Not high on CBD.
on CBD.
Oh, that
I don't know the difference.
pussy.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Not like, that's a
You been high before? You smoke?
I smoke weed every now and then.
Okay.
Like,
I wanted to cook something that I didn't know how to cook,
mm-hmm.
and this is what was happening. I was cooking, and I was like, "Damn, I don't know how to make this." I'm like, "I'm gonna look at someone's secret recipe for this," and I was like, "Wait, what if they don't want me to find out their secret?" And I got super paranoid about like them not wanting me to know what their secret recipe is, and it was like how much onions and like tomatoes to use. I'm like, what if it doesn't say?
Were you looking up a secret
Yeah, did you
recipe
go on Google
online? I mean,
secret
how
recipe?
do you,
I
do you
didn't.
find
I
a
never got
secret-
to it. I just.
He Googled secret.
just-
he Googled
Oh,
secret recipe
Lord.
and nothing came up.
I
He's
never
like,
got to
"Damn."
it.
All it reminds me of is of SpongeBob, the Krabby Patty secret recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
all
like
it
the
reminds me
glass
of.
bottle with the piece of paper in it.
Yeah.
He's about to like break it. He's like, no, they're
And
gonna
it's in
find
like
out.
in a safe,
Mhm.
just protected.
Mm. Shay,
That was your funny thought?
That was the one I thought was funny. Everything else sucked.
That's the only
Okay.
thing that you thought. I bet you
It's
the
a whole
ones that you think
page.
sucked were actually pretty.
I can't read my handwriting. I was wait up.
I was high, man.
Oh, I took a shower
Mhm.
and I paid extra attention to my balls. I was like, yo, I've been ignoring these. Like I wash my balls every time, but I didn't. I was for a good just 30 minutes just washing my balls. I was like, I've been ignoring this. I'm like, is that why my positive affirmation doesn't come true? Because I've been ignoring my balls. Is power really in the balls?
Sometimes
you
you
an
just
aff-
gotta grab them by the balls.
Are you an affirmation person?
No, I wasn't. I've never been like
He
an
doesn't believe
affirmation.
in
Yeah,
anything
I don't believe
like
in
that.
most things. I believe in God. That's
Thank
it.
God, but
Yeah, I don't. I'm not like a inspirational quote affirmation type person.
you're not a live, laugh, love type of gal.
No, I mean if it's good for other people, that's fine.
Mm.
I try not to poo-poo it, but I think it's ridiculous.
Do you take substances, Shay Lowe? Have you ever gotten high and try to be funny, or you feel like you're not into that?
I haven't gotten high and tried to be funny,
Okay.
but
You guys don't feel like your brain is thinking when you're high? Like I don't know how you guys do this.
Sometimes I get high before. I used to get high a lot before shows or like
I'm
whatever.
talking about in general in your life.
I'm always high
Yeah.
for the
don't you-
most part.
Doesn't your brain feel like it's sinking?
No,
Brain feel
honestly,
like
I've
it's sinking?
when I've taken breaks from smoking weed, and this sounds crazy, but like I do feel like I'm not myself. Like I feel like I'm more agitated when I'm sober, and I'm more annoyed by everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like
you're
that's
probably detoxing though. You know,
Maybe.
you go through an agitation
know.
phase.
maybe
Oh,
I get like mental breakdowns.
Yeah.
Well, if she's always has it in her
Withdrawals
system
from
and then she
weed.
wants to take a few weeks off,
Yeah.
she's gonna be like grumpy, sweaty, have more
Yeah, she's
drinks.
going
I'm
through
like a
withdrawals.
mean person. I'm like in the closet crying, and then I'm screaming. Like the other day, I was laying on bed. Well, I was also on my period too, so I don't know that.
A lot going on.
You know, the worst. You know what the biggest struggle is right now in relationships?
What, Jenny?
You mean your relationship? In all relationships.
Figuring out what to fucking eat.
That is the biggest problem I feel for ladies, cause men,
No,
we're
it's your.
constantly asking y'all what
No,
to eat, and y'all are
it's-
constantly saying, eh.
Like what to buy at the store?
No, it's your guys' fault. Okay, for an example, let me.
Yeah.
No, not to the store. Like to eat.
Like fast food, like hey, do you
dinner.
want Chick-fil-A, do you want McDonald's, and they go no. You have to name every fast food restaurant
No,
that exists.
check this out. I came home
Until you
from
go
work.
back to the first one you said.
I came home from work late,
Mm-hmm.
and I was starving. I didn't eat anything all day. I had a protein bar at like 11 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. I'm cranky. I'm tired. I'm starving. Like, at this point, I was like, I would eat anything. So my boyfriend's like, oh, what do you want to eat? And I'm like, at this point, I'll eat a fucking cat. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry. And he's like, oh, okay, we can go get this sushi hibachi place. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. It's all you can eat sushi. I'm like, wonderful. All right. And then he's like, 5 minutes later, he's just in the bed, like looking up to see if it's really all you can eat. And then he's taking like extra 30 minutes just trying to figure out if this sushi place is all you can eat sushi. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it is. So I'm like, I go on my phone, I look it up. Immediately I find, I'm like, it's all you can eat. And I'm like, look, it's all you can eat sushi. And then he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I don't know. Part of me just wants to order pizza and like watch movies and shit. I'm like, okay, then order pizza. Like, I don't care. And then, so then he's like, so where do you want the pizza from? And I'm like, I don't care. I just want pizza. Like, just order it already. It doesn't matter if it's Papa John's or Marco's Pizza or Flippers.
Sounds like you could have solved your problem by you doing it.
What?
If you would have just ordered the pizza yourself, it would have
She's
been
like,
all
the biggest problem in relationships is what to eat. I'm pretty sure it's not.
It is.
I don't
What
know.
do
It
you
sounds
think-
like your dudes are kind of annoying though, because I feel like I have, because like yeah, you're just like sushi, let's go, and he's being like, is it really sushi? And then like 2 minutes later goes by talking about pizza. It's like just do the. He had it right there. I don't know, because I've struggled with my lady being like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm like, we can go here. She's like, no, we can go here. No, we can go here. No. I'm like, then what the fuck do you want? She's like, I don't know. Then
Yeah.
fucking like.
That's a big part of it.
yeah,
too.
it's a lot of stupid shit like that, but.
It's like we want to please each other, right? Because if it was up to him to decide what to eat every day, it would probably be like pizza.
Exactly.
And then I'm like, I don't want pizza every day. Like that's just a bunch of
Don't
bread.
you buy
Yeah.
groceries and like cook meals?
Sometimes.
She's lying.
But like,
She's
no,
lying.
the answer is no,
She's
Shay
lying.
Lowe. That's
Why
why
do-
food is so hard out here.
I'm so glad I could tell you're lying.
I
Teach a man
hate
to
you,
fish.
Darwin. I'll buy groceries sometimes. Like I went to Trader Joe's, but like
Trader Joe's.
Trader
Dreidel,
Joe's.
I
Dreidel,
see you go there a
Dreidel.
lot.
Trader Joe's, and
All right.
the food will last like a week, and then
Yeah, people
If I-
grocery shop
I know.
every
That's-
week.
yeah.
That's how
I
we
know.
You're like when you buy fast food, it lasts the one time. But groceries,
I
it's
do
like
it
a
every
whole week.
so often. Okay, like once a month, and then I'm like, I have to go to
You
the
can just
store.
have like one day that you guys get together and grill a lot of stuff and
The
prep
thing is-
some stuff for the week so it's ready. So you're not eating crap.
His mom cooks though.
All right, who cares? Will
How
she
do you
live
not-
with you?
How could
cooks
you
for
not?
us, yeah.
How could you not decide what to eat when there's already food being made for
There's
you?
already food made. Like
And you still can't decide what to eat.
like 80% of the time, she cooks. Like and she'll like will like.
Why'd you
We
went
don't
from, why'd
tell
you
her
go
what-
from 90 to 80? Were you trying
80
to make yourself seem like
No,
you do the 10? You're like,
the
yeah, I do the other 10.
no, the other 10 we're eating now.
There's another 10 missing, by the
You
way.
should. If cooking's fun, you
fine.
should cook.
I don't know.
Then you know what's in it.
What,
You're
what do you
right.
cook, Shayla? Give Darwin your secret
Yeah.
recipe. So he's
I
not
just cook
high at
whatever.
night. What is whatever?
I don't know.
Names.
She was so
Okay.
hell bent on knowing
Yeah,
stuff.
yes.
Like, why don't you cook some shit? What do I cook? I don't
Yesterday,
fucking know.
I did teriyaki chicken with a
Okay.
mixture of white rice and like quinoa and some. I guess it was like little sweet potato chunks in there.
You made
with
it
some
from
bread.
scratch?
Yeah, I don't work. I'm a
Yeah.
trad wife. I cook,
Okay.
That
like
sounds
make
fire.
food.
Yeah, all I can.
Sounds fun. Well, you know, I work.
It's still
so
expensive.
I
but-
actually work for, living, and I have a really stressful job.
Alright.
And when I come
I
home,
thought you
I'm
were in
exhausted.
sales.
I am. It's very draining.
So you act like you're roofing or something.
No, it's the hardest job
all
in the
that
world.
lying to them. It's exhausting.
I think the hardest. No, no.
Because my money relies on the person sitting in front of me, and if I'm not like mentally there, like engaging and trying to like figure out ways to like get them to do
To
this
scam
right
them?
now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, Darwin.
Is it timeshares?
Yeah.
No. So Shay, she's had a lot of like, she's had like the craziest jobs. Like most people.
Have I?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel
Most
like you
people-
were you a teacher?
What's a crazy?
Most
no,
people-
I'm so dumb.
Teacher
I could
energy.
never teach. What am I going to teach?
I don't know.
Mm.
Fart. You seem like a
Art
fart
teacher.
A fart teacher.
No.
What's been the craziest job you think you've had, or like the funnest experience at a job you've had?
For 15 years, maybe a little bit more, I was a beer cart girl at a golf course.
That was the funnest.
It was the craziest for sure. It was fun. Yeah.
Crazy. Why was it crazy?
Well, a lot of crazy things happen on a golf course, you know.
Oh,
I've
boy.
never
Getting
worked at
hit
a
by
golf
golf
course.
balls.
Oh.
What's so crazy?
well.
Like you hit the ball. And it
Old
goes
rich
in the
white
hole?
men.
What's some crazy?
Well, the beer cart girl, you're out there by yourself. You're kind of contracted on your own because your cart's loaded, they count it, and then you leave for the day, and then you come back and they count it, and you pay them for what's missing. That's kind of the system
Mhm.
that works. So you're out there all day with these golfers, and things happen. Nothing sexual. I'm not saying
Nothing
that.
sexual?
It came off like it's.
Oh, it did. I'm like,
I know. I
ooh.
didn't mean
sound like
that.
kiss
I
and
didn't
tell.
mean that.
You want me to touch
But
the balls all day?
I
All
was just
the
getting
white
like a
balls.
summer job there. I thought, oh, I'll just do this because I lived really close to a golf course.
Mhm.
And I was like, damn, they make like stripper money. They make good money, and a lot of it's under the table because it's just cash tips, So I stayed.
Was one of the cart girls? Were any of your cart girl coworkers? Were any of them kind of doing sexual things with? some of the golfers?
They time to time some
Okay.
things. Like we've sold our socks and did things like that before.
shit.
Before it was going on.
Before it was going on, before it was popular. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Is that a-
Before you
is
could
that
do it
slang,
online.
Sell your socks, or you literally sold your socks?
No, they would approach us and ask to buy them after our shift. And our boss said it was
Oh,
fine
yeah,
as long as it was in the parking lot. They wanted them used and stinky.
Ooh,
And then they'd put them in a Ziploc bag and get us to like autograph the bag.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
is
See,
like-
there's been weirdos
What about
for a long
panties?
time.
This is some
No.
pre-OLED shit.
never
Jesus
panties,
Christ.
bras,
Would you
No.
just socks.
would you girls not sell panties? Is that why, or is it because?
I don't know what they would do. I was
Look,
never.
mine got stains on it. You sure you want these? Ooh,
This was multiple people, or was it just one creep?
No, it was a couple different people that repurchased
Huh.
throughout the
Are
years.
these like lonely men, or this is like
I didn't
married, rich
ask.
golfers?
I didn't ask.
You want
How
her
much
to
would they
take
pay
that?
for socks?
It's $50
Oh,
50
okay.
for two
for a
like
pair?
a pair. Yeah, that you wore all day.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what
A
to say
pair.
about that.
What's been
just
your
for
worst?
a pair.
What's been your worst investment?
My
Yeah.
worst investment?
Yeah, you ever spent
Uh,
$50 on socks?
Probably these Tims I just bought. They're like
Hey, they do
This is
look
160.
fresh.
They look
yeah, they're like
nice.
$200, but they're kind of small on me. And they're like, I took a shower last night and my feet were like red, and I was like, God damn it! So I gotta go back.
Damn.
Shit.
Can you stretch them out?
I don't know. I'm hoping to stretch them out before like I have like a week to return them or like trade them out for a bigger size. But I'm just like,
Did you order them online?
no. I went to the store and I was literally like fucking had a whole hassle with the.
Why
the
would you wear
salesman.
them if you have to return them?
Cause I got like a couple days. I need to know that they're not good. So like, I don't know.
They can't get scuffed up or dirty. And
You ever
don't
had
get
Tim's
them wet.
as a kid?
No, not as a kid. It's my first.
You ever had
first pair of
you,
Timbs.
you never ran like the track? Never mind. I don't want to talk about school.
Don't get them wet though, 'cause then it'll ruin
What? They're waterproof.
the suede.
I would imagine the circus
Yeah.
was more the carnival. You
You
said
leave the tag on them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the whole point with Tim's.
That's so cool, right?
Very New York.
Oh, for God's
It has
sakes.
B on my Tim's.
You look
B.
like a lumberjack today.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for?
Inadvertently.
Okay.
Like the more and more I'm like invested in my like style, the more and more I just look like a basic hipster with my fucking
Yeah.
lumberjack and my nerd glasses, like
With the
Uh,
overalls.
the
And the Tims
overalls.
with the tag on
Tim's
'em.
with the tag on them. You know.
I didn't know
dead-ass
that was
B.
it. I bet you can just buy the tag online. People probably sell just the tags.
And put them on my Skechers and stuff. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
you're like the living version of Austin's Coffee.
Austin's coffee. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
you do good at Austin's.
Not even.
What?
It's a bunch of. It was like a bunch of young hipstery people. I'm like, oh, my scene, and then I go up and I just eat shit.
Oh my God.
That's your scene.
Yeah.
They're on their computers.
They're on there drinking their coffee. I'm like, you young lads are like, you're the same age as us.
I want to. It's like a goal of mine to just make them all laugh. But like every time I go there, I'm like, I just eat so much shit, and I'm like, I hate my life.
I
If
don't
you
know.
go up early, they're still.
Yeah, that part.
They're
a
just.
laughy
They
mood.
all have the same face. Like they just look like they hate their lives, and they're like,
They do.
and then they're like. "Hi."
That's why you gotta make them happy, Jen.
I think Austin like helped me build a muscle. When I started comedy, I would always be late to Austin's Coffee, and I would always go dead last. And then you have to like you just see like 20 comics bomb, and then you go up after this like damn I'm about to bomb, and then you do even a little bit good, like it builds like this different kind of confidence.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter how much the person before me
Yeah.
sucks.
That's
It's like you got
true.
one
And then I would follow Sebastian a lot, so I got a lot better because of that.
following Shabbat because he was really good. Or
He was
just
really bad.
So, yeah, he would just like antagonize the audience and shit.
No. When he started, it was good. I love Sippy. All right.
Say it
So
loud, say it loud.
the carnival wasn't. It was the carnival that's where you worked at, right?
What?
Oh, you're talking about the food service thing.
The food service
The
for the carnival.
carnies,
The
yeah.
carnies. The carnies wasn't. I would imagine that's the strangest group of people.
It was a company that does food at like carnivals or events, like at wineries. They'll do like a, like a.
Oh, like Lake Ridge.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I
so
did
the
the seafood festival. I did there. I ran
Ooh.
that.
Okay.
So for like a year, I worked for this guy. It was like a carny. He just did food service all over. We were in the Citrus Bowl, stuff like that.
that's cool.
It's like a cash under the table type deal.
Oh, so
Because
you
I
like-
wanted to see what the carny life was like.
And what was it like?
It's interesting.
What was different? Like, what were you expecting it to be like before you started, and what was it like when you finally did it?
I was expecting to have a lot of like homeless people or drug addicts there, and they were there working. So I got that, but I wasn't expecting so much stealing and like stuff that went on. Like people were always stealing out of his. They bring like a big box truck, and he would just leave people in charge of like selling food and collecting money, and they were just stealing like crazy. It was nuts.
Who's he? Your boss?
Yeah, well, boss.
Well, that's what he gets.
After
for hiring criminals.
I just
The head carny.
I
with
worked
the
for him at
mustache
the
and
Citrus Bowl first because I wanted to watch a game.
Mhm.
And they were like, you know, you can come watch the game for free and sell like lemonade. They make the lemonade with hose water.
Ooh.
Yeah, like it's. I saw some things. I'll
Oh
just say
no.
that. Yeah, and then they just have you cut lemons and float it in the
Man.
thing.
That's not cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's country time, hose water, and some sliced up lemons. It's tragic.
That sucks.
Well, that's a game changer. I'm never.
Yeah.
But then
ordering.
he immediately, I had all my food service licenses, and obviously the homeless people don't, you know. So he immediately was like, "Do you want to be a manager?" I'm like, what does a manager of a
Yeah.
carny thing mean? Like, I put up the tent? Like, I don't. He's like, no, it means you're in charge of the money. I'm like, oh, great. Who's going to rob me?
Yeah.
Oh crap.
It was an adventure.
Did you like carry?
I don't regret it.
Did you carry?
You mean
A
a gun?
gun?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I did some
Maybe.
I did some stuff at the
Maybe.
fairgrounds.
Yeah. I would.
Like some fairground concerts. So
Yeah, it's sketchy stuff, especially if she's handling money and then you're working with like criminals and homeless people who are like stealing from the guy.
yeah, sometimes they just want like a bag of frozen crab legs or something.
okay.
You know, they're like sticking it under their sweatshirt.
Oh wow.
It's so strange. And he
Interesting.
kind of knew, but he didn't care because he was making so much money.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, he just didn't pay everybody type shit.
Well, he's using fucking hose water. There's a good profit margin.
good-
The shit you're selling there, it's crazy.
That's
I
funny.
mean,
I just had a fucking
Hose
Tesla.
water don't hurt nobody.
I don't know. There's a reason it's for the hose.
It's just, I don't know.
I
It's
not-
fine.
Filtered, I guess.
thought of a slogan
I don't know.
today. Relating hose.
For what? Huh?
Relating hose. I forgot what it was. It's just something about hose be hoeing. Something like that.
Like
Hose
a, like
don't
a
get
hose
cold.
company
like,
slogan.
No, hose be hoeing.
Hose be hoeing.
Yeah.
Like
Home
for
Depot.
like Home Depot. Like you buy a hoe, hose be
Yeah.
hoeing.
Just like that.
Trademark that.
Write it in your little book.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it's a thing already.
Under sober
A
thoughts.
bad
Take a hit and write that.
Do
shit
I have a
down.
good sober? No, I don't want to go into my notes.
Oh,
All right.
That reminds me of my shitty job. I worked at a pizza shop, and they would prep the food, and I'd read the labels. I'm like, these mushrooms say that they expired today, and they'd be like, it's today though. So, and they just throw the mushrooms on the pizza and serve them to people.
Did they look good?
They looked alright. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I didn't trust it.
That doesn't seem too shady.
Not too shady.
Yeah, it's not
Getting
bad. I
expired
mean,
Not
food.
compared
Y'all
to
eat
that's
expired
what
a
I've
food?
seen.
little worse.
What I,
Yeah,
it depends.
Compared to what? Yes, it ain't shit compared.
Like a
But
can
y'all-
of something, they're gonna say it's expired and it could not be expired. They just, you know, just depends what it
I
is.
guess I'm too strict with my expiration dates. If it's like the day of, I don't trust it. I don't risk it. I'm too lame.
That might be a Spanish thing though.
The Spanish, the expiration
Yeah.
dates is a Spanish thing.
Yeah, like just taking like expiration dates like way too serious.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know because my dad didn't do it. and I'd get on him. He'd be like, "Bro, leave me the fuck alone." Like
Okay.
I would go in his house and I'd be like, "Bro, you gonna drink this milk, bro? You gonna die?" And he'd be
Well,
like,
milk is a little different.
"Yeah."
But I mean, if you're eating a can of something like soup,
it's not. It would be like
Well,
cheese and
soup
shit. I don't know.
lasts forever.
I was at a friend's house and I was like, "Yo, this is expired." He's like, "Nah, it's good for another week." I was like, "It don't smell like it." Some people.
Yeah.
Is it raining?
I wasn't saying. What?
Is it rain? No, I'm sorry.
That's the air
it's called,
conditioning.
yeah, the AC.
He has a trailer. No, you seen the trailer.
Like, what is AC?
You have AC in your trailer?
I do. It's all right. It's pretty cold. So
Is it bolted down?
is my trailer bolted down? No. I don't know what bolted. But I don't even know because you
Is
said
it on a concrete slab?
no. It's on like a metal thingy. So like if you were to move it, you could just lift it up off the metal like track, but it's not bolted down onto concrete.
So you could move it.
Could move it. Yes, it is a mobile home, but I'm never gonna move it.
Okay.
You could hide a dead body under it.
I could, but you would see it because it's like
Okay.
a foot off the
Yeah.
ground. So
It's like platformed.
yeah, it's like a foot off. So like a cat could like go under
Yeah.
my shit and find it, and I'd be caught easily.
Okay.
But yeah, I also have a heater, and it reminded me of Darwin. I'm just gonna tell him what I told me. I think you were there, but fucking yeah, Darwin has the dumb joke, not the dumb joke, the joke about like having a stroke, you smell burnt toast. So
Yeah.
my like old heater turned on and it smelled like burning, and I was like, oh no, what's happening? I'm having a stroke. And then I was like,
You don't dust a lot, do you?
I don't dust a lot.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
pretty-
dust thing.
the dust thing. If you turn the heater on, it smells like
Where
burnt.
you're burning the dust off the.
Oh,
You learned something new.
Damn.
Learning in the 504. Welcome to the 504 podcast. Welcome back, y'all.
Yay!
Dun, 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 dun.
Special guest Shay Lowe is here.
Special guest Shay Lowe.
Get
Yo.
low. Get low, get low, get low.
To the
Honestly,
float.
Honestly,
Not
like
even my name, but
To the window.
Wait, your
stuck.
name's not Shay Lowe?
no.
What? No, I'm just kidding. Is it short for something?
Well, my husband's last name is Lowe.
Okay. So your last
So-
name is Lowe, but your first name is.
Well, my last name isn't Lowe, but his is.
Oh, you didn't take his last name?
I didn't.
Cool.
And I worked at the golf course, and you kind of had to pick a fake name to work
It's
there.
The stripper
I was about
name.
to say,
Yeah.
what
What
is
the heck?
these-
So
alright.
Shay was my work name for 15 years, so people just used to
Shay.
Shay. So
Is
I
your-
just went with Shay
Well,
Lowe.
this is like a real stage name.
It just turned into that accidentally.
Is your name like Charlotte or something? Or is it
My
like
name's Sharon.
Sharon.
Oh.
Okay. It's a nickname. It's not the. Alright. It's like Christian. L.
Sharon.
Just like
There you
Christian O.
go.
The
Sharon.
original.
That's
the
why-
original nickname.
Like, at least 80% of the people call me Sharon.
Okay. It's close to Shay. So it's
Is
not
it?
like terrible.
Shh, maybe.
Like,
yeah.
Shh.
you know.
Hey,
We
shh.
got the shh.
Sharon.
That's your nickname. Shh.
Shay Lowe.
Shh.
Well, when I got Facebook, I was working at the golf course.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone had already had Facebook for a long time, so I just put Shay Lowe on there.
Okay.
So I also don't want old people I knew from my past like looking me up.
Stalking you.
Yeah. Be
Yeah,
like
I've
that.
done a lot of people wrong. I don't need them to find me.
Yay.
That's pretty funny.
That's
Show
funny.
up. I'd be like,
That's like a
"What?"
fun thing to do. I can't imagine like when I get older, like going back and like just looking people up and seeing if they're still alive. Like, who died from my class? You know, like
Yeah.
just.
Or who's married? Who
Or
has
who's
kids?
married, who has
shit like
kids.
that. Have you been to your high school reunion yet?
I don't even know like
How that happens?
what's up with that. Yeah, like do I get a letter? Like how do I find out?
Nah.
Mine already passed, I think.
Damn.
I
Probably.
went to two high school. I went to two, and one of them had like a Facebook event, and they were
Mhm.
voting whether we should have one or not. And then the other one just like formed one, and they just got together. I didn't go though. 'Cause that one I only went to for 1 year. I was like, I don't care about any of you.
I
Did you
just
go-
don't care about my high school like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Did you go to your high school reunion?
No, I
yet?
see them all the time. It's BBL. You
Oh.
go to the gym, it's a high school reunion.
All right.
What would you would have had a 10-year already or what?
I think so, or maybe this year. I don't know. I graduated.
How old are you, 30?
I'm 30.
It's been like 12 years since you graduated.
Yeah.
So you might have missed it already.
You can make it to the 15.
15 anniversary.
Did you go to your high school reunion?
Anniversary. Did you
No,
graduate?
I don't even know if I graduated high school. I think I did.
Hmm.
It's questionable.
Did you get a diploma?
I think I got it. I didn't walk. I may have
Okay.
got a diploma. I don't really know. I don't want to say I graduated and then I didn't.
And be fact
But I
checked.
think
Someone's gonna
I
find
did.
out you didn't.
I wish they would fact check me because I'd like to know. I think that I did graduate.
How do you
How
not
do
know you
not Do you
graduated?
not? I guess did you skip school a lot?
So I never was a school person. It wasn't my
Really?
jam. So yeah, when I was like 16, I skipped a whole year. My parents thought I went to school for that year, but I
Oh,
didn't.
shoot.
Nice.
I hid in a barn
you hid
most
in a
of the
barn?
time.
Smoked
Yeah, or
pot?
just no, not at all. I just didn't want to go to school.
So you would just chill by yourself.
Or no, not
Yeah,
at all.
I
It was
love
just, like,
being
passive
alone.
voice, I don't
Okay.
know.
So or I would like drive to Burger King and hang out there and then go hide in the barn. So when the school year was out, this is back when you could fake report cards and
Yeah.
erase messages on answering
I used to
machines.
do that.
I'm pretty sure you can't get away with skipping a whole year. So it was like a little bit into the summer before my parents figured out I didn't go to school that year. And then they got mad and put me in private school for a year.
How'd that
Where
go?
I got all A's, but they asked me to please not come back.
Why?
They didn't like me.
You used to talk back, didn't
Were
you?
you just bad kid?
No. I'm not a bad kid. I'm just not a school person. So they put me in a private school where people went there from like first grade to 12th grade.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you have hundreds of people who've grown up together. They have all their own past. And I come in 16 years old.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, toward.
I wasn't hot. I
Just
wasn't
super hot.
hot.
You're the
Yeah.
new girl. You're the
And
new
it
face.
caused a lot of issues. So they like didn't like me. And I also came in with a lot of credits, like because my parents made me go to summer school.
Mhm.
So I had more credits, so I couldn't go to some of the classes. I'm like, I already have that credit. But it's such a small school, they didn't have another class for me to take, so I would just sit in the library.
Oh wow.
But also because it was a private school, they were way behind the public school. Like they
Yeah.
were learning stuff we had learned long ago.
Tell me about it.
So that's why I got straight
I went
A's.
to private school from 2nd grade to 7th grade.
What?
So yeah, so one, education there sucks because they don't care. Your parents are paying the school money for you to go there. I used to, if I was like, I'm sick, my parents were like, okay, stay home. Like they didn't care. And then, but when I went to public school, because one, they didn't like me there either. And then two, I also had this girl that me and her always had like, not fights, but we would always get in trouble. And like, she had left the school one year, and my 8th grade year, she was coming back. And the school literally told my dad when he was signing me up for school that year, hey, by the way, this girl's coming back to school. We're just letting you know in advance. So my dad calls my mom immediately and is like, you're not going to believe this. She's coming back to school. Like, what do you guys want to do? And I was like, fuck that. I'm not going back. So I went to public school from 8th grade, and then I graduated a semester early because I hated school.
A lot of people start public school 8th grade on,
Yeah.
because you're kind of getting out of middle school and stuff. So you didn't feel as awkward.
No.
If you're jumping into a school where everyone's been going together,
Yeah.
the same school since.
But I've seen that.
First grade.
I've seen students show up to the school, and like I've been in the same class from 2nd grade to 7th grade with the same people. So like when we would get new students in the class, it would be like, oh, you're the new person. Like everyone wants to be your friend, or like some girls might be intimidated.
That's everywhere. That's like all schools. Like just in public school, you see someone that you haven't seen before.
But private school is different because it's smaller. So
but you just noticed it. Like, what is it? You live in an area. It's kind of the same thing, actually. You live in an area. All you guys go to that same school, and then you just add more areas to the school you go to. Like, let's say you go to middle school, you just add a little bit more people. Elementary school, everyone lives in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I remember like a new girl coming, like, oh, we haven't seen her before. She's the hottest now.
Let's get in that ass. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you pro private? I'm low key. I don't know why, but I'm like
I've never been
like
private school.
anti private school.
I'm pro private. I'm pro public school.
Yeah. I'm also like kind of anti homeschool. Even though I'm sure there's plenty of people who are good homeschool, but it's just something about a homeschool person gives me the ick. I don't know why.
It's changing so much, though. The
Yeah.
homeschools now are larger. They're more cooperative. Like, they actually go out and do sports.
Do sports.
Yeah, they have like sports teams.
Sports you do, yeah.
With other homeschool kids. That's my biggest thing is that you're not in class with a bunch of other weirdos to kind of like.
A lot of them are
check
though
you.
now.
They're in. How are you homeschooled if you're in class though?
Because they'll get there's like co-ops where she might be teaching art to the kids, and I may come in and do like people get their kids together.
So it's like a community.
It's like
school.
a meetup.
Yeah.
They do like groups.
So it's not home, just a teacher and a mom and their kid.
You can do that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I feel like if you do that,
A lot of what's going on now is people just take the classes online.
Virtual.
And they call that homeschooling. It's really just virtual schooling where the flat screen's teaching you. At least in a homeschool environment, you have other kids around.
I wish if I would have known about homeschooling. Like I didn't find out about virtual school till I was already in high school. So immediately when I found out, I was like, I'm going to take this class, this class, this class. And I did dual enrollment, OJT. So I was barely in school my sophomore and senior year. My senior year, I was there for one semester, took one class, and then left and went to college. And then graduated December 21st, 2012, the day the world was going to end. And I was like, at least I, finished high school before we all died.
Why was it going to end in 2012?
The Mayan
Because
calendar.
the Mayan calendar. You remember all that?
No.
BS? Yeah.
I don't remember.
They were like, oh, the Mayan calendar ended. That means the whole world's ended. They came out with a bunch of movies about, like, the end of the world.
The movie 2012. Remember that?
2012.
Watch movies.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah, you don't watch movies.
I don't know a lot about a lot.
Do
Do you have a lot of icks, Christian?
Do I have a lot of icks?
Mm-hmm.
Homeschool is an ick. I'm trying to think of some other icks I don't like.
You guys could share yours as Christian thinks.
I'm trying to think of some icks. Y'all homeschool.
I don't know if I have
You're
icks.
just a mean asshole person, I guess. But then again, I'll be dealing with assholes all the time.
I feel like I have many icks. Like, I think people just annoy me in general.
I don't know.
Flip-flops.
Really? That's a big ick?
Oh.
I mean,
You live in Florida.
Amir's pissing me off with that shit. Shout out to Amir. his last name is Shoe Man, but he don't be wearing shoes, man. That should be
Yeah,
pissing me
men
off.
wearing open-toed shoes is the weirdest thing in the world. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Like,
Yeah.
you should get fined every time you do
As a
that.
foot connoisseur yourself.
I mean, if you're going to the beach and you're like in a resort, but like even then, like there's cool slides or something, you know. But like the ones where you have to stick your toe through, like, and then it's just that big toe. Like I just like it. I don't know what it is about it. I don't like it. It's like ugh. It's like a thong on your foot.
That's the funny thing. What you discuss you about men's feet. I just don't like men's feet in general. But that's what turns me on
That's
about
just
women's
gay.
feet.
That's what turns you, they're
Like
so you
the
like
big
a
toe.
woman with her dogs out.
Where,
with
well, I
flip-flops.
just like the big toe.
You like the big toe.
I like the big toe.
So
I have
if
a
she had no
preference.
other
So
toes.
strange.
I don't get. Understand this whole foot fetish?
Look,
No,
look,
I think.
look at toes. Look at Shay's feet. She has the best. They're
No,
great.
my feet are gross. Don't look at them. They're
Yeah, I'm not
7-Eleven feet.
Yeah, 7-Eleven feet. What does that mean?
I'm always barefoot, so they have like a,
Indian.
a crust on the bottom of them.
Yo.
They're like their own shoes.
Oh, Jesus.
It's disgusting.
Christ.
She has a layer.
She's not selling them, but if you go on her
I'm
I'm not
Yeah.
selling them.
Put
They
some-
have-
if you go on
put
her
some socks
Instagram
on
and you
now.
do this, zoom
Bro.
in a
And
little
sell
bit.
them outside.
Yeah.
She has platform underneath her feet.
Yeah. They
You
look-
like them, right, Jenny? You like her feet?
Yeah, no, she has cute feet.
I don't know.
Strange. Why do you like feet? Like who
When
hurt
did it
you?
all start for you,
Yeah. Do you
Darwin?
remember when you was a little young lad and a girl took
Did
your
your-
fucking
It's
Crocs
one of my tags.
Was
when
it
I was
like
in seventh grade?
Your mom?
Mm-hmm.
When I was 7th grade, I was with this girl, and she was taking off her shoes, and then like I started like I think it was even before that. Actually, I remember in 2nd grade, but in 7th grade, I remember specifically this one. In 7th grade, she was just taking off her shoes really slowly, and I just like started getting nervous. I started getting nervous.
You're
for
like,
some reason.
like. If
Did
the
you
girl's,
ever like
changing.
want to go sell shoes?
No, never.
Like where you
Damn.
can
What?
touch the feet,
Bro, that's the perfect
Be
job.
like
Why are you
up
doing
close?
this podcast shit,
No.
bro?
sliding those shoes on their feet.
Work for like Jimmy Choos or something.
Go to
No, I
Foot
never
Locker.
wanted to do that. I don't want to put shoes on girls.
Wanna take
Heels?
'em
What
off
about
'em.
doing pedicures?
I'm more of an appreciative.
bro.
I don't want to do pedicures
Yeah,
either.
charge a little more to
Be a
suck a
foot
toe.
masseuse, bro. Get your fucking what's that cosmetology?
Oh, that's weird.
Cosmetology. I don't think
Uh,
so.
Masseuse.
Degree, whatever. Get your masseuse, PhD, whatever the fuck.
Your
Touch
license.
them.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch them like that.
You don't want to
Sometimes
touch them?
How do you
I
wanna
have
touch
He
'em?
wants to fuck them.
You just like the fact that they have nice feet or whatever.
It
No,
it
he-
speaks a lot about your genetics. Like
What the fuck does it say?
Darwin, just stop beating around the bushes.
Just
I'm
say-
not trying to beat around the bush. You guys are like
You like clearly you
inquisitive.
have strong leadership skills
What's-
based on your feet. Like I don't know.
Okay, so I want to ask you, what's the last sexual thing you've done with feet?
That's a good
I had a foot touch my cock.
Touch
For
your
like-
cock.
Yeah,
Was
for
it
like-
your own foot? Were
No,
you
not
doing
my
yoga?
Not my
He
whole
said-
foot.
Some
I
yoga
tried that the other
pose.
night. I'm like, oh yeah.
By touch, you mean you fucked a pair of feet?
No, I just had. She was just like massaging. Like
She was just like kind of flirting with you.
yeah, she was
She was
flirting.
like, oh, let's wake him up. Ugh.
No, I was awake.
That was-
Who would wake up someone's cock with their foot? It's so
A lot of
strange.
people have done that actually.
lot
I've had
of
a lot of
people-
girls just like touch like my thigh with their feet.
I do that at
That's
nighttime to
different.
warm my feet because my feet gets cold in bed. So like I'll just like shove my feet in my boyfriend's butt or like in his in between his legs or like wrap it around his knees or something till my feet get warm. And then I'm like, all right, they're warm, and then I'll like go to sleep.
I think I asked you this already, but like,
Get some
do you like dirty feet? Like, if you're about to like get freaky with some feet, do you make them take
I
a
like the
shower
idea
first?
of dirty feet.
So you
but
like, so if you
I like
haven't,
the idea of it. I've had dirty feet before.
so if you haven't swept the house, you're like, yeah, fucking Chelsea's coming over tonight, bare feet. Like,
no. I like the idea of dirty feet, but I've dealt with dirty feet and I didn't like it.
you didn't like the dirty feet.
No, I didn't like
It's
it.
too sandy.
I was kind of bothered.
It smelled too much.
No, it was just kind of odd.
You could feel it. You feel the dirt on your
You
dick.
didn't.
I just-
Oh.
It's kind of like it's
Nasty.
it's kind of like when
You
you're
wakes up-
smashing a girl and you like see like toilet paper on her like butt. Like
What?
you're like
What?
you. I know you tried to clean it, but you
Yeah.
didn't try hard enough.
You're about to
That-
eat her out,
that-
and it's just
yeah.
like little paper. rolls.
yeah. It's kind of like that.
Darwin wakes up, he's got like a footprint on his chest. He's
That's
like, damn.
foul.
He's like, this
He
dirty
has like
bitch.
feet
That's-
marks all over his face.
That's what happened with the dirty feet.
Like-
I had.
He's
yeah.
like, what happened? He's like, I got stomped out,
Yeah.
bro. Shit was crazy.
I got in a bad
That's
fight
a
last
thing,
night.
though.
What?
They like to be stomped on,
Who?
just
Oh,
like
step on your
like-
balls type shit.
like fat fit or like
I think
on
I
your
want
back
that.
or your face.
I would try that.
Step-
I don't like it, but I think I would try it.
like the pain, or you just want aggressive feet on your shit.
Yeah, I want them to bark at me.
Bark.
Have you painted a girl's toenails?
No.
Oh.
Give it a
I'm
try.
not interested in
You
that.
Have you
call yourself a
sucked
foot
toes?
fetish.
I don't.
You suck
I say I'm
toes.
foot curious.
He likes foot, but he doesn't respect it. He's
You
not gonna, he's
suck
not, He's not gonna
toes.
be out here painting a
I suck
woman's toes.
He sucked
Shay.
toes. Okay, you heard it?
Yeah.
He
I
sucks
sucked a
toes.
toe.
Of course he sucks.
I sucked a toe.
A
I
toe.
can't be like,
You
I suck
one
toes.
toe, you don't
Yeah.
put the whole foot
Just
in.
one? Do you go for the pinky or the big one?
The one's
big one.
closest.
The big one.
The one that's
Yeah.
closest to what?
To his mouth.
Yeah. What is it called? Yeah, you're like it's like when you test the waters, you just put a toe in. You know. You don't. Put
Yeah, that's what it is. You guys don't have anything?
But yeah, foot fetish. That's an ick of mine. No,
You just talked about it for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Very inquisitive. I don't like it at all.
Nah,
I don't know why.
I don't know.
Yikes.
You don't have one?
What?
There's the thought of girls having like, back in the day, they used to like do wine barefoot. That's not hot to you?
Would you drink the wine? Is that like a
I'll drink the
turn
wine.
on?
I think you would
It's not a turn on, but I think I
It's
would
like
drink the
that
wine. I was
scene
thinking
in,
about that when she was saying the lemonade, the
Yeah.
dirty lemonade and
You were
water.
like,
I was
"Damn,
thinking
I wish
about someone stepping on the lemons to make lemonade. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'll drink
Fuck.
lemonade.
It's like that scene in From Dusk Till Dawn. She like Salma Hayek pours like beer down her leg and it fucking goes down her toes. And Quentin Tarantino's like drinking the beer off her toes. I feel like you do that.
I don't know if I'll do that, but I
Probably.
remember looking it up, and I didn't like Quentin Tarantino, so I just turned it off.
Damn.
But he's-
So
this-
you looked up Salma Hayek's feet from that. You're like, I heard Salma Hayek's.
I
feet
heard
from
the
story.
description of that. Yeah, I don't like her feet though.
Have you Googled people's feet?
Of course.
Googled.
Yeah, he doesn't look-
100%.
He doesn't look up celebrity news. He looks up their feet.
Yeah.
I've known the only feet I think I've looked up.
Have you seen Shaquille O'Neal's feet?
What?
Yes, I've seen his feet.
Whoa,
Yes.
that's disturbing.
What?
They're
Don't
fucked
look.
up. They're pretty bad.
Don't look.
They got bunions.
They're
and
nasty.
There's this show on
Have you seen LeBron James' feet?
I haven't.
They're bad.
They're funny. They're just funny.
They're funny. What's
Yeah.
a funny?
I think they're funny feet.
They're like, ha, waka waka. I'm LeBron's feet. Like, what the
I
fuck?
put Shake's feet. Ew. What the heck?
Yeah, it's disturbing.
He's
My-
like hugging feet with someone else.
What?
My dad's feet are pretty gross. It's kind of like not his personality, but like, it's very well known he has bad feet. So like for his birthday, I got him like a foot machine scrubber.
Like a file?
It's like an electrical fight. It's like
A Dremel?
Like a Dremel for his foot. And like I was like, this is gonna be a good gag gift. And he was like, oh shit, thank you, bro.
No.
And he was like, and like dust was coming off, like he was a fucking like board of wood.
Yeah, I need one of those.
You
I've
know
used a
Shaq's
Dremel
back in
before.
Orlando,
Dremel
right?
on your foot.
Yeah, it's the same.
He's always had a house here.
They
Is-
have all the attachments. They
I
have the
know,
one
but
that's
that's
just
for,
like the
like, a
little
sandpaper
sandpaper. Yeah,
attachment.
they have
That's
the
not
little
gonna-
circle
It's
sandpaper
gonna
ones.
cut your foot, no?
No,
Not
I'm
these
tough.
dogs.
I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, these are LeBron James' feet.
What the fuck? It looks like he has like a sixth toe on top of it. Ew.
Oh yeah, that's. Oh yeah, I
It's-
just saw that.
It
Maybe
looks
it's
like
a
funny.
It
basketball
looks like an
thing.
ingrown
Second-
tooth. What the fuck? Like,
Who's that?
who's that? Shaq?
Shaq's.
Jesus.
I seen Shaq's feet. Isn't
You
it
know
funny
he's
though?
back in Orlando.
What's he doing?
He's DJing. He moved back to Orlando and he was DJing on Wall Street.
Oh shit! I'm mad
And
I missed that. I've been
there's
wanting
like-
to talk to Shaq.
There's a big rave. If I see him next time, I'm like, yo, let us see your feet.
Shaq's my childhood hero.
Why?
I had Payless shoes and they were Shaq's.
He has shoes at Walmart.
Yeah.
Like, that's where he sells his sneakers.
Yeah.
Walmart brand.
They look normal. I don't like how the Walmart shoes are all hanging up on a hanger.
That's a good.
It's weird. They look like a bunch of trophies.
Yeah, it's weird.
It
It's like
creeps
buying
me
baby
out.
shoes. Like
They're
kid
just all
shoes.
hanging there.
Like sandals, like buying flip flops or something.
Damn. Like you don't even get a box.
Yeah.
No.
That's fucked
They're
up.
too cheap for a box. It's like, that's too much money.
I think people would switch the boxes. It was an issue where you'd put,
Oh, like
you know, the different shoes in the box, so
Mhm.
because they scan the box.
Oh.
I used to do that.
So maybe this is a theft prevention
Ah.
technique to hang them all up on hangers.
They should just put it in glass cases and then just
Walmart.
have someone that works there.
Oh
I'm
my
like, which
God.
ones do you want?
Like
This is in
fucking,
California.
Like shaving cream or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I had to buy shit. Anyways.
That's the worst when you're like going to get deodorant or shaving cream and then you have to like freaking open the things like
Yeah.
ding.
Or that'll happen when I get like a Plan B or something. They're like, hey, can I get something? And they're like, oh, killing babies tonight, I see. I'm like, yep.
But that's like $40 and easy to steal, probably.
No, because it's in the thing.
No, I mean that's why they lock it up.
Oh.
But why would they lock up shaving cream? That doesn't make any
It's not
sense.
I think because
I-
people would get high off of it or
Or
something.
not shaving cream. I bought an electric razor. They
Oh,
put behind.
razor.
It was like 20,
They would
30,
steal
40.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like with the electric
You
toothbrushes.
just do all your shopping at CVS. That's what I'm
Bro, I just
I
cause
do like
fucking
CVS.
because I got $100 like CVS gift card, so I was like, babe,
hearing.
let's
We're going for weeks.
I'm
We're gonna
spoil
buy a
you, girl.
lifetime supply of Plan B. Let's
Yep.
go.
So I bought a
So you don't wear a condom?
No, I do not, because I've Yeah, just been with my lady for like 5 years.
Just filling her with Plan B.
I'm not filling her with Plan B. Like,
He's filling
I'm
her
actually
up.
preventive. She has like a
Ba-dum
thing
bum.
in her arm, and I
The
still pull out.
Norplant?
Yeah, and I still pull out. Like, I would never touch that.
Okay,
bra
I
with my-
understand that she's got the thing and then you still pull out, but why would she take the Plan B if she has the thing?
Yeah.
Like if you bring me Plan B and
'Cause-
I have like an IUD or a Norplant, I'm gonna be like, fuck you, you take it.
Cause she
Yeah.
has OCD and stuff, and she'd be like, "You didn't nut at me, right?" I'm like, "No," and she's like, "We're going to CVS right now." I'm like,
Oh wow.
"Yeah, that's fun to spend $50."
I don't want to fill your head with dark thoughts, but this is a place I don't often go.
Uh-oh.
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 Dun, dun,
He's
dun.
going above the ankle.
I don't want to go there anymore. All right,
To look into
this,
the camera.
this is a place I don't often go. But what if it's like she's cheating on you and then she's getting nutted on by someone else, and then now she's like, "Buy me this Plan B."
Yeah, I don't really
Damn.
think about that. I don't
No,
know.
you can't do anything.
Probably
with that.
not.
It's just a dark thought.
I just kind of doubt it.
I try
That's
not-
your intrusive. That's your insecurities, Darwin. Your
Yeah.
intrusive thoughts is, oh, she's making me buy these Plan Bs because she's getting someone
Yeah,
else's
yeah,
nutty
nutted
inside of
in.
her.
This is.
She got nutted in,
I've been there.
and then drove to my house to fuck, so I could buy his Plan B for her.
yeah.
Fucking
Real,
Genius.
real,
Just-
it's a real story.
Jeez.
dog.
like just.
Did that happen to
it's
you?
happened.
I was
No,
gonna say, have
your-
you been
your girl
cheated
was
on,
cheating on you with
Darwin?
a-
I've never been cheated on.
Your girl was cheating on you with a broke
That's
bitch,
good.
like.
No, it's because he was the guy that the girl was cheating on her man with.
And she was like, "Buy me a Plan B." Like, bitch, you got a man. Go back.
Yeah. He's like, that's not my responsibility.
He's like, "I've been there, Christian. You don't want to."
Damn. All right, Darwin.
I didn't say none of that. A sober thought I had was you notice that you remember those for 5 cents a day you could like feed an African child.
Yeah.
How come no one ever takes credit for that? No one ever takes credit for.
Are they still starving? Or
Are
did
they
they
still
solve the
starving? Are they
problem?
not dead yet? Like. I don't know.
Like, did they figures, like, you know, I don't know.
It was 5 cents a day.
I don't know how much it was. It was 19 cents.
I think 5 cents is how you got the.
Whatever
The
happened
tapes
to
in the
those
mail.
kids?
I don't know.
Are
But
they
it was 19
adults?
cents. Did you ever donate?
No.
Hell no.
I think it was the cost of a cup of coffee, though.
It was like
Because they were
19
like,
cents a
for
day.
60 some cents.
Oh, okay.
The
yeah,
price
you're
of
right.
a cup of coffee, you could save this child.
I say that at
Coffee,
work. I'm
where?
like, for $5 a
Like-
day, you could be, you know, that's $150 a month that you could buy our smallest package. I'm like, that's like less than a cup of Starbucks coffee. And then they're like, oh. And I'm like, you got $5 a day. I'm like, if you don't have $5 a day, if you can't put aside $5 a day, then this isn't for you.
Do you partake of your own timeshare? Like, do you have one?
Yeah, of course.
That was not
No, you
believable
don't.
at all.
No, you
Yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
don't.
It's only $5 a day.
It's $5 a day, of course.
You don't got $5 a day, you broke ass bitch. That's what
You
you're
I am
talking
a broke
about?
ass
You could do
bitch.
$250. Get your boyfriend to put in $250.
I've thought about it. I just
You almost sold to yourself.
no. I am sold by the product. I would just in order for me to get the most out of it, like I would want to buy like the biggest, like a good amount, because there's smaller packages that I sell.
Don't get yourself fired, Jenny. All right.
I'm not. No one knows shit.
I don't know.
Anyways, I wanted to talk about this TV show that I saw today.
What show?
It's called The Florida Man. It's on HBO.
Oh, I saw a trailer for that.
Yeah, Danny McBride is one of the executive producers. I love him so much. I love you, Danny McBride. All right, so it's the first episode. The first episode is based in Orlando, and it's this like younger black couple, right? And this guy's like, yeah, I want to go to this rave concert. So the story starts off with he goes on Craigslist and he's like, need money, willing to do anything. So then he gets all these messages on Craigslist, and this one guy's like, I have a fantasy of mine. So then he's like, I'm not doing sex. I'm not having sex with anybody. I'm not doing any of that. But the fantasy, I'm curious. So the guy, they end up calling each other, and it's this older guy, and he's like, yeah, I have this fantasy of someone cutting off my 3 toes and cooking them and eating them. And he's like, okay, sure. And he was going to get like $2,000 because he wanted to go to this rave in Colorado. So he didn't, the guy's like, oh, well, I would feel more comfortable if you brought like a friend with you, you know, that way it wouldn't be awkward, preferably a female friend. So he brings his friend from high school, this girl, and they go to the guy's house, and they like, you know, they were expecting this like creep or like this weirdo guy, and it ends up being this like middle age, like really friendly, super cool dude. His house is super nice. He has a good job, like, you know. And they're like, damn, okay, he has nice furniture. He lives in a townhouse. Like, this guy doesn't seem weird, you know? Like, he seems like a normal guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, hands them beer. They're watching the playoffs. And, you know, they're like watching the game. And next thing you know, the guy like looks over and he sees that the guy's setting up like, it looks like pee-pee pads like over like sterile paper. And he has like a kitchen knife that he just bought that he wants the guy to cook, like cut his toes off. And
How do you cook toes?
numbing cream. So the guy that was gonna eat the toes, he's a vegetarian on top of that. So he's like, wait, I'm gonna cut this guy's toes off, commit cannibalism, you know, and then eat it. And he's like, I'm vegetarian on top of that. He's like, I've never even eaten chicken. So it's like the craziest.
Why'd you say chicken?
Chicken? I don't know.
I'm just curious.
Well, he said it in the show. He's like, I haven't even eaten chicken.
You'd have to take the nails off.
Well, they ended up not going through with it. The guy kept chickening out, and he still paid the guy anyways.
So it doesn't sound interesting at all. He didn't eat it. It's like finding Bigfoot.
So every episode's just another stupid story that's based in Florida?
Yeah, they just came out with the first episode. They kind of sent out like a trailer sneak peek of the next episode, and it's this guy that wants to live in the swamp. And he, like, I guess, is like, I'm not afraid of the swamp. And I guess he goes into the water at nighttime, and there's a gator right in front of him. I don't know. It seems interesting.
Now I see why you don't watch TV, Shay Lowe. No, I'm just kidding.
Sounds great.
I'll watch it. I know Randall Park, the Asian dude's in it.
Yeah.
Like, Danny McBride.
He plays the middle-aged guy.
Yeah.
So it's the same characters each
Well, they
time or
have
different characters?
No, they have celebrities. So the whole point is they're real-life stories, and then they have the actual people that it happened to kind of talk about it, and then they have celebrities reenact, like, kind of play, you know, the characters.
I was gonna say it's like Drunk History, but you've probably never seen.
I've seen some Drunk History.
Okay, so yeah, like it's a person talking, and then they have like.
It's almost like a
characters play it.
documentary.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's Florida stories, and they're not lip syncing the drunk person.
You think
I
your
got
story's
you.
going to be on there, Shay?
I'm dull.
We
You
need
have
to
a
story?
submit some
You have-
stories.
No, she has a story. Wasn't your husband on the news for Florida Man? Florida Man Falls.
Oh,
What?
yeah, I
You-
forgot about
You're
that.
married
He
to a
is.
Florida man. You're like, I don't
I
know
am.
about all
Oh my
that.
God.
It was a Florida man headline. I forgot. He fell in a manhole. Yeah,
What?
Florida
I
man
did.
falls in.
Actually, there is a video like of them interviewing us on the news.
Oh
But I was
my.
super high. It's
Wait, how the heck did he fall in a manhole?
well, at the
Walking.
time we were walking every day together. We'd walk a couple miles and just like chit chat or whatever. That was our thing we did. And we were walking down the road and he just disappeared.
Oh
He
my
just
God.
like in a like I can't explain how fast he disappeared. Like, so the manhole cover they had on the manhole didn't fit, and when he stepped on it, it
Oh,
rotated and he fell right
That is
into
my
it.
worst nightmare. Oh my God,
That's
that
like
is
a
my
Looney
worst
Tunes
fear.
cartoon.
It was
Oh
crazy.
my
That's
God.
what I said. It was like something out of a cartoon. It was
Holy
crazy.
cow.
And like his
Beep,
shoulder, one of his shoulders caught the top a little bit.
Jeez.
He got like all bruised and beaten up and everything. Then we didn't know what to do. Like, do I call an ambulance?
Yeah.
He was like in shock. So we tried to put the manhole cover back on because we didn't want anyone else to get hurt. But then again, if they rode their bike over or stepped on it, it would still rotate because it was loose.
Wait, so he got out though, right? They didn't have
Yeah,
to,
he
like,
got out.
Okay, I thought they had to like
It
call
took
a helicopter.
no.
or
We
something.
should have called someone, but we didn't because
So you just left it? How'd they find
no.
out?
So it was loose.
Uh huh.
So we took a board, laid the board on it, and then I took some red spray paint and I wrote danger. I know. This is all on the news if you want to see
Oh
it.
my
I'll
God.
share the clip with you.
You should
And
clip both that
I
together.
called like the
Yeah.
non-emergency number and I told them what happened, you know.
Yeah.
And they sent someone out that day and welded it shut.
Jesus.
Um,
Did they interview your husband? He was all covered in mud. He's like, yeah.
they
it
interviewed him
really
a couple
sucks.
days later. I didn't
Was
know.
he covered in shit or mud?
He was all like scraped and bleeding, and the next day he was covered in bruises
What's
all over.
in the manhole?
He had to go get a tetanus shot. He had to go like to urgent care.
Okay.
He got sick. He got like a bad fever. I don't know what was in there. It was
It
Was
wasn't
it
So-
water? Like he was soaked?
no, he
Or
wasn't
just-
soaked.
Okay, was he able to stand in it, or
No,
in
he
my
wasn't
head-
able to stand. He kind of like caught himself.
Oh, okay. So
but
he didn't
it
go
was
all the
happen.
way.
It happened so.
Okay.
When I say fast, like he just with no noise or anything. It's like he just fell into a portal.
Oh
So
my
like
God.
So you just walked. Was it? Were you like, where'd you
We were
go?
like, da,
Or
da.
was he, like,
Yes,
leaning on the
yes.
thing?
I
So you
took
literally
the
had to, like-
next. I took the next step without him, and then I was like, and then I looked back. It was very strange. But the point is, he is like the headlines on the paper and
Florida
stuff
man
said Florida
falls.
man falls in manhole.
That's a funny joke.
That's fun.
But I've forgotten about it.
You guys were sober for
You
the
need
show,
to
right?
talk about this.
Pardon?
You guys were sober for the show.
Mhm.
Sober for what show?
For like the show we did for the live
What?
podcast episode.
Oh, well, yeah.
oh yeah, for
Detour.
sure. We're always sober.
Yeah.
You guys are never sober. This is the first time because you
Her
guys.
eyes.
Because I was thinking of Christian like talking to your because he met your husband that night.
We all met him. He was there.
Well, I've met him before,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but I've met him like super high. So
Oh,
when
shit.
she tells me that she was in a Florida man story and she's telling me she's high and I just know he's high.
No,
And
okay, so he wasn't high the other night at Lucky Straws or whatever because he's doing a detox because he lost his job and he has to maybe take a drug test for his new job. Now he found out yesterday he doesn't have to, so he smoked again. But he didn't smoke for a few weeks, so he definitely wasn't high then.
yeah,
But when you were at my house and he was doing the fire, yeah, I'm sure he was high.
yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, because
You were
he's
at their
not going to like
house?
talk to people and he's not like social like that. He just wants to poke the fire.
Yeah, yeah.
And Dawn came over and talked to him for like 20 minutes. So I
Talked.
know he was high because he stayed there talking to Dawn.
Wait, Don the.
Don Thomas.
Yeah, Don
Okay.
Thomas.
Yeah.
My dog Ton. Shout out to you, Don.
What are
Hey,
you
Donnie.
doing?
This is his first. This
He's-
is Don's Thomas first. Shout out on the
He's
podcast.
not
He's a
limping
good guy.
anymore.
He's still
He's
limping?
still wearing
Yeah,
a
he's still
cast
limping.
though. Like he still has
Oh.
like a. I saw him with the boot or whatever little shoe thingy.
I thought he was walking pretty good, but
No, he's. That's how high you are. He's still.
Don
limping.
Thomas.
He's
I'm
always
not
been-
high. Do
Yeah.
I look high?
He's like,
No.
I saw
I'm
Don. He
not.
was floating, man. He was he was sprinting like Forrest Gump. He
Reminds
was-
me of the penguin.
the penguin. He's got the.
The
He's just limping around. Yeah.
These guys laughed at me because I told them we were going to be Facebook official.
Facebook official.
What did explain to me what that is?
Our relationship, we're gonna
Oh,
put it's
y'all?
complicated on Facebook.
Oh,
Oh, y'all are married on
because
Facebook.
we're comedy husband and wife somehow.
Oh wow, kinky.
Yeah.
It's my baby.
Congratulations. That
He's got
comedy-
bad taste. It's because he said he lost his virginity when he was like 13 to some old lady.
this one,
She
yeah.
sexually abused
Yeah,
him.
he likes to say
She
that.
took advantage of
No, I
him.
like to
So
say
now
that.
he's got
Yeah,
some
it's my
old
favorite story
lady
to say.
kink.
he's like.
That's
"Oh,
what's going
You're
on.
like the perfect woman for him, Shay.
Yeah.
I know, very old and married.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just his type.
That's his type,
Mhm.
bro.
that's my type.
Just
Taken,
he likes your-
unavailable.
He likes your feet.
I like your feet. Yeah.
Are you dating
Total
someone,
package.
Darwin?
No.
I'm like currently seeing someone, but I don't know if I
Oh
would.
really?
I don't know if I would call it dating.
They're talking.
Wh-
They're in
why?
Is
They're
this
in
the
the-
same
they're
woman
in the
that
talking
massaged
stage.
your
I
thing with
wouldn't.
her feet?
I wouldn't call it dating just because
How long? Have
I
you been-
annoy her. I annoy her by ignoring her,
Nice. How
and
long?
I don't do that. I don't want to ignore you on purpose. It's just I got things to do.
You seem annoying. Yeah. I
So
can't-
you're seeing her,
I
but you're
annoy
not
her
dating
by
her?
ignoring her.
He's
Oh, that's
seeing
the
her by
worst.
not seeing her. Like she sees her and he's
Oh,
like, oh,
Lord.
He
I'm not
just
seeing
he,
her.
that means she'll text him because she's like, oh, I'm thinking of you, and then he like will respond like 3 days later. Oh, hey, bitch.
Is she in
No,
Kissimmee?
I make an effort to like text every day. I make an effort to like
Okay.
text 3 times a fucking day.
3 times.
Yeah, that's just this is the worst.
You talk on the phone.
He's tired of talking to her. He's
I'm
starting to
not.
think.
I'm not. It's just there's like it's like pressure.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know why.
You don't like feeling obligated to talk to her.
Yeah,
You're-
exactly.
You're
Exactly.
like it's
get
3
that.
o'clock. Oh shit, I haven't texted her in a while. Like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, damn, my day's about to end and I haven't said anything to her in like 6 hours.
Yep.
Well, how often do you see her?
I saw her Sunday, I think, was the last time I saw her.
Sunday, so 2 days
Okay,
ago.
2 days.
I'm seeing her
Alright.
tonight.
All right.
All
Look
right.
at you. How
You're
long
dating her. Just say you're dating.
how long
Don't
have
say
y'all-
talking
How long have y'all been
to.
talking?
He's making this shit up, you guys.
That is a good point. Are you making this shit up?
No,
He's
I'm
making
not making
this
it-
up.
I'm
He's
not
a
making this
compulsive liar.
You're projecting.
Are you serious? Oh my god. I'm gonna see it to believe it with Darwin. I would.
Have you brought her out?
Hell no.
No.
I will never bring a girl out to like comedy.
Exactly.
No, never.
Yeah. He's yeah.
I see Sebastian
Fucking
has
your girlfriend.
girls.
Oh.
No, has girls around time. You know,
That-
every now and then.
That's like normal.
But that's
for him.
everyone's. Whoever he has is everyone.
That's
Yeah.
Sebastian. I should take a picture of every.
It was
girl
someone
he
else's.
brings.
It was someone
He
else's.
like a
jumps on
wall.
them quick. Like
I
if there's
know.
a new one that shows up, he
Yeah.
wastes no time. He's got a lot of great confidence.
He's. I don't know what
Puerto
it
Ricans.
is.
And then they realize
That's the Puerto Rican
how much of a
confidence.
weirdo he is, and they're like,
All right, we want to talk about my dog like that. All right, but what is it? It was at one point someone else's, and then Sebi hops on. That's what it is. Shout out to you, Sebi.
Shout out Seba. Can we have Seba on the podcast?
Yeah, man, we talked about this, but we look, Sebi. The reason you're not on immediately, the reason Sebastian's not on, one of my friends, comedian, is because I told Christian to have a draft pick. Who would he want to have on the podcast? Like, who? We all have our draft picks coming up. Mine's with you, Shay.
Oh, thanks.
Christian's draft is gonna be Zach Hessen.
That
So our
doesn't mean,
next-
that doesn't mean you can't be on the podcast.
Our next guest is
Sebastian,
Zach
but-
Hessen. Yeah,
All
and
right.
then
yeah.
Eric Slutz,
Eric Lutz is Jenny's
All
pick.
right.
Oh yeah,
sure.
that's a good one.
right?
Yeah.
He's so funny.
He's hilarious. I was
Definitely.
watching the little clip they did
Mhm.
at Wine Drunk, and I was like, this guy's hilarious.
Have you not seen him do comedy?
No.
Oh, he's
I-
great.
I seen him
He
on
has
like
blind
social.
confidence.
Yeah.
Blind confidence.
Yeah, whenever
Yeah.
he does stand up, we'll go to a room and we'll all bomb, and he doesn't know who's there. It's all comedians. People
That's
he's
a-
heard.
That's a good point. He can't be intimidated by the room.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's very
talking to
funny.
himself, so
In a way.
I like that.
There's people in the room. Jenny's not talking to himself.
God damn.
Well, I mean, you
I
know,
said a lot of inappropriate things though. I
In
didn't know.
theory, I get what you're saying.
in a way, it's like closing your eyes and it's like no one's there and you're talking to yourself. It's like rehearsing to yourself, right? So him rehearsing to himself is like rehearsing in front of the crowd because he can't see them. He can't see their facial expressions.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst thing is when you do a joke and you make eye contact with someone and they give you a weird look like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? And then you're like, ah. And it's like, oh, why did I look? You know? And it,
kills your confidence.
He's
yeah.
funny, and he doesn't look at his notes, which I respect.
That's a great one.
God damn it.
No,
we can
he's
keep going
very
at this.
funny.
This is great.
He's very funny.
I want him on. I thought he was funny. I think the blind confidence is great, and I like how Ryan was like, "Are you like black blind or are you blurry,
Blurry blind,
blind?"
yeah.
And I was
He's
like,
blurry blind.
He's very
Yeah.
That's what
blurry
he
blind.
told me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Blurry blind?
Black
Yeah.
blind or blurry blind?
Yeah,
I know
it's-
people that are both. Like I had.
What the fuck?
Well, I had a teacher that was like blind, that she had the cane and she had a dog and
Yeah.
she was an actual teacher. That was cool. And then I had a person that was on that I was working with that they were blurry blind. So like it was weird because I was like, can you see or can you not see? You know? And she's like, oh, can you just email everything that way I have a special computer that like will reads, and she's like, I have to look over everything, and I'm like, so can you see or can you not see? You know, I'm like,
It's
are
like
you blind
it's
or
like the
not?
Stevie Wonder thing. I'm pretty
Bro,
sure he's
that's
blurry
so
blind.
weird.
Yeah, he's definitely blurry blind.
Yeah, because everyone keeps saying like, oh, he can like kind of see a door or open
Yeah.
a door type.
That's so weird how like having a teacher that's blind is like you don't know where you can't look after your students.
shit. What do you mean, a blind teacher?
This was in college too.
Oh yeah, a blind teacher cannot look after their students.
It's
like
fine in college. What's
yeah, college
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
It was a sociology class, so marriage and the family course. So she's like a therapist. Yeah, I had to take a sociology, so I took marriage and the family.
Huh.
It was fun.
She taught like marriage and family
Yeah.
values. Like
You were a wholesome girl.
So
once?
she's she's a therapist, and that was part of the class. Like if you wanted to be a counselor or someone who does therapy. So we just learned about family, cultural beliefs, like different upbringings and how different cultures raise their children and how that can affect them growing up. And it was fun. I liked it. I made a video for the class, so that was like my end of the assignment, and I thought it was kind of cool because I'm like, oh, she can like listen, but she can't actually see it.
Yeah.
So instead of actually giving her like a written assignment, I made a video of Latin parents and their upbringing and raising their parents and the way they discipline their kids. So different styles of discipline.
Are you for hitting kids? Sorry.
am I what?
For hitting kids?
For hating kids?
Hitting
Did
kids.
you ever hit
Oh,
your kids?
hitting. And I don't think it's necessary.
Did you hit your son?
No.
She seems like the non-micromanaging type.
Did your parents hit you?
I think maybe my dad spanked us once or twice when we were young, but we're not much of a hitting family.
Screaming?
Yeah.
Because hitting
Screaming.
doesn't really, it really doesn't hurt the kid in the way you want to. You want him to know you're disappointing him. That hurts more. Like you want to emotionally hurt them. You don't want to physically hurt them.
Sometimes I want to slam a kid's head against a wall. Just
Yeah,
see
but
if it
that's not
sticks.
your kid. If it was your kid, you'd feel different.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no. Why were you hit?
Yeah, a lot actually.
Yeah.
Same.
With like sandals or
Yeah,
Everything.
That's why he has a foot fetish. All right.
Yeah,
Sandals.
that's
With
what I'm
everything.
trying to get to.
I got
Belt.
hit. I got hit with the worst one was like with a wire like this.
Damn.
Once. That was the worst one.
They whipped you with a wire.
By a female or a male?
By a female.
What?
Female.
I disrespected.
Not his mom.
I disrespect my mom's strength one time. I was like,
Her strength.
yeah, because I was like, I
You're
don't care if you hit me.
I
It didn't
bet
hurt. It didn't hurt anymore. And then she was like, I'm gonna tell your dad. I was like, I don't care if he comes either. And I got such a ass whooping by my father. I was like, okay, I care.
Yeah. That's some shit. Yeah. Like you'd be like, Mom, your mom's like, I'm gonna beat you. I was like, do it. And then like, I'm gonna call your dad. And you're like, yo, chill, Mom. Like,
No.
No,
Chill,
I
Mom.
was like, I don't care, because there was a point where I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I appreciate
You
them trying.
appreciate it.
My
Yeah.
mom was a discipliner, and then she would use my dad as the accomplice, and I would get so pissed off because she would be like, go get the belt, like sending him to go to the room and grab the belt for her. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're her bitch now? Like, you know, I'm like, what happened? I thought you were on my side. And he's just like, sorry. It's like,
Yeah.
it's, you know, I do whatever she tells me to do.
Are
And
they
I'm like,
still
"Oh."
together?
Yeah. Yeah.
Smart man.
Yep.
Well, I didn't get.
Yeah.
I didn't get beat. That was kind of making me laugh. I was like kind of being pompous around my girlfriend or whatever, and she's like, "You act like you didn't get beat as a kid." I hate that shit. I'm like, sorry, I have like confidence. My mom loves me and shit. Fucking.
Damn.
But yeah, my brother got his ass beat, and that's why I didn't get my ass beat, because I would just watch him get his ass beat and be like, "Let me not."
You're the youngest?
Yeah.
Were you being pompous because you just had confidence that day? Because I
Yeah.
think beatings gave me confidence.
Beatings gave you confidence?
Because after a while, like, the beatings didn't hurt, so I was like, nothing could hurt me.
I guess.
This thing that once used to hurt me doesn't bother me anymore. Like, nothing's gonna bother me in life. And then that's what gave me confidence. So you not getting beat would, I think it creates like sort of like a baby. Like when you meet a grown up that never got beat, you're like, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, you can get beat up by other people than your parents. I
Yeah.
mean, you
Well,
can
I got a lot of fights.
you can
Also,
get in a
like-
lot of fights.
Yeah,
and
my brother treated me like a pit bull. He would like make me fight all the neighborhood kids.
yeah, you fight with your siblings. Me and
No,
my
he would
sister.
make me fight the neighborhood kids. Like he would. This is why like I'm so peaceful now, because he would just, what's that word when you antagonize?
Mm-hmm.
But he would instigate. He would instigate with like whoever friend I had over. He's like, "You really gonna let him talk to you like that?" I was like, "No, I'm not." And we would just get in a fight.
Yeah. I'm such a bit. My brother would do shit like that. Be like, yo, that kid is talking mad shit about you. It's like some kid on a scooter. We're like 10. I'm like, what did he say? He's like, he was talking shit. I'm like, but what did he say though? And I'm
No,
just
I
like,
didn't question
and
it.
and he was like, you're a bitch. You're not gonna fight him. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight some kid I don't
No,
know.
I'll fight.
Like,
I got in a
you're
fight
like-
with my cousin. I got in a fight with my girl cousin. She was like 6 years older than me. I got my ass beat. I got jumped by her and her brother. Yeah.
Nice.
But I don't know.
Jenny, you fighting?
I
Fighting
fought
hoes,
a girl once.
Hair pulling, all that good stuff.
No, we fought in one of those bounce houses that have like the two stands, and then you have to knock each other off with those sticks.
That wasn't
Yeah.
fighting.
Well, we were fighting, and
That
then we were like,
doesn't-
"Yeah, well, we're gonna
like-
take it out on that thing."
It's like American Gladiators.
Yeah, but we took it rogue. So like, you're supposed to hit the person, knock the person off, right? So like,
Yeah.
I knocked her off, but she still had her like stick or whatever, her spear.
Balloon.
Yeah, whatever. And we just started hitting each other in the head, like beating each other. People were like, what the heck is going on? You know, like we were already off the course, just like whacking each other with the thing. And then like somehow her stick flew off. And then I like went to like push her back, and she held on to the end of the thing, right? Of the, I don't know, the tube thing. And then I pushed her off, and she like flew off the back of the thing. And someone was like, "Oh my God." And I'm like, "Ah." And I like jumped off because I thought I was going to get in trouble. And I just like ran off.
Where did you find? Like, were you at a bar?
This was at like,
Next
I was
to
a
the
kid.
mechanical bull.
No. This was at like a harvest festival. Like one of those, like around this time of the year, where they'll have like pumpkin
Pumpkin patch,
package.
yeah.
Like
Next to where they were making the
It was actually
wine
at a
with the
church.
feet.
It was actually at a church event.
Oh
You ever got in a
wow.
fight, Shay?
I mean, yeah, when I was young.
How young?
Not in the past 30 years.
What were
You know,
I don't know,
I
did
fought
you
with my
win?
sister. She's 2 years older, so we fought all the time.
What was your last fight? Do you remember?
It was probably in my 20s.
Okay, what was it about? It was about a boy.
I remember punching someone because they were being mean to a dog at a gas station.
Damn. They
I
were
don't.
like-
I wouldn't fight over like a boy or something like that. That's not my
so
style.
You fought a stranger. They were like just what, hitting their dog or something.
Well, they were like pulling it,
Okay.
like choking it, and then the dog wouldn't come. You know how sometimes dogs like go limp and just lay down because they don't want to go somewhere, and then
Yeah.
they started kicking it.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not
Damn.
big on the dog kicking.
I felt that way once for a female. I was working at Tommy Hilfiger, and this guy threw his like shirt. His girlfriend recommended like a pink shirt, and he felt like he was being like insulted, so he like slapped her in the face with the shirt. And I felt like just beating the shit out of him, like right there, but I didn't because I was like, I'm at work.
Wow.
Rude.
That's really fucked
When was
up.
your last fight?
My last fight,
This morning.
22.
Fight.
22.
22.
What was over some hoes or
So last year.
family?
Really fight. No, I'm not 23. Actually, Christian, you're 23, right?
24.
24. One more year for a full brain.
I know. I got the big brain. I get to rent a car without young people fee or whatever.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
the young people fee for a car?
If you rent a car and you're under 25, they'll like add more to it because you're less experienced. So
Even if it comes back fine?
even if it comes back fine, they don't want
That's
to
a
take the
rip.
risk because you're a baby or whatever. Like I
That's
went.
stupid.
You're
That's
like, I
stupid.
live in a trailer.
Like I,
It's like I have my own place.
Jesus.
That would be funny actually if you lived in an RV and you like
God
took
damn.
the RV everywhere and you're like, I got 10 years of driving experience.
Exactly.
I have 8 years driving experience. I've been driving since I was 16. Been living in a trailer for 4 years. Like, that's
Do you get a lot of tickets? Anyone?
Do I get a lot of tickets?
No.
Tickets.
I
no?
did one.
I've gotten 2.
I got one this year.
Speeding?
It was stupid. I wasn't even speeding. It was a turn that I made, and apparently I was running late to work. So I was trying to rush to get to work, and I have to take a shuttle to the building, and I went to make a right turn, but I was on the middle lane, and somehow I guess I turned right while the light. I don't know. Anyways, the cop pulled me over saying that I made an illegal turn to the right when I should have been all the way to the right hand side. And then I'm like, you know how like they always pull you over and you don't even remember what they pulled you over for? It's like, is there proof? Like, did you even, he's like, yeah, well, you were here and this. And he's like trying to explain the roads and the streets. And I'm like, all right, just hurry up and give me the ticket already. Like, I'm not here trying. And he was just wasting more time. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm like, it's stupid. Why couldn't you just give me a warning?
You have a record with the law as a driver?
I haven't. I mean, I had gotten some wrecks when I was young, like
Mhm.
16, 17, that age. But I haven't even gotten pulled over and gotten a ticket in like 25 years or something.
Yeah.
The last time I was pulled over, I lived on this road that had a really sharp corner,
Mm-hmm.
and I would take it faster than it says. It's one of those with the flashing light that says like 15, but if you
Mhm.
take it every day, you know, you can go like 35 or whatever.
Yeah.
So a cop pulled me over, and he said, I've been waiting here all day for someone like you to come speeding around that corner.
Oh,
I'm like, I
boy.
got here as fast as I could. But he didn't write me a ticket. But that's the last time I got pulled over.
So your magnetic, like your magic works on cops too.
Magic
No,
World
I'm
Cup.
just I'm an old lady driver. I have a Kia.
Yeah.
I don't do anything.
I'm
Did they give
sorry,
you a ticket or
officer.
no?
No, he didn't.
Bitch.
How's it called? Let me tell Luca, I haven't had a ticket in a while, but I did get on Osceola Rants. Have you heard of that?
Mm-mm. No.
It's a Facebook group, and it's basically like people posting, they're ranting, like, this person's a bad driver, this person let their fucking trash out or whatever. So I was driving, and I basically, like, I ran a stop sign because I was trying to go somewhere, and I basically cut off a dude on a moped, and I basically almost hit him. And I was like,
Oh,
and it was like kind of bad traffic, so like I couldn't even drive away. So I was stuck behind another car, and I could see him in the review mirror looking at me.
Was he
Oh,
taking a
no.
picture of your license plate to put on the
And
Osceola?
he took a picture of my license plate, and I saw him do it. He was like looking at me. He was like,
He's like, there's
doing
some
that,
Where's
and he
Waldo
took a
looking
picture.
asshole
Yeah.
that cut me off.
So you almost hit a dude in a moped.
Basically, yeah, I really cut him off.
Are
I'm
you
like,
on the site?
I'm on the site. You can look it up.
Oh my
And I
God.
read it. My dad called me later that day. I was going on a date to the movies, and then during the movie, I had to leave. And my dad, because the car was under my dad's name, so he called me. He's like, "Why the fuck is my car on Facebook under Osceola Rants saying like just almost got hit by a car? This guy has no regard for human life." I was like,
Just say you had a medical emergency.
I had to take a shit, Dad. Like,
My sugar was low.
Oh my God.
That happened to me one time. I was driving, and sometimes you feel like when someone's about to hit you. So I make eye contact with this old lady because she's driving, and she looks me in the eye, and she tries to merge right onto me. I'm like, this fucking
That's the
bitch.
worst.
damn.
That happened to me.
That's annoying.
There was nothing I
Oh,
could do.
that's
Yeah.
scarier.
Yeah, you can't
shouldn't.
even
That's
hit.
too dangerous.
You can't even hit a car on your bike. Like I've been in
Yeah.
a smart car actually. Someone almost merged in the smart car, but I like
Mhm.
put my hand out. But on the motorcycle, you can't do anything. If you kick the car on your bike, you're going too fast. You're gonna
Yeah,
lose your
you're gonna-
balance.
Damn. That's
Man,
It's
what
not
these
worth it.
Florida
Get rid of that
drivers.
thing.
yeah.
The bike.
Yeah, the bike.
You still have
I
it?
feel like it gives me range.
Range?
Yeah.
What does
yeah,
that
yeah.
mean?
What do you mean by range?
Like I feel like the person I am off the bike is who I am. Really?
this
but on
He
the
just
bike-
thinks he's cool.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a bike person.
No, I don't think. I
And
actually
without
when
my
I'm on the bike,
I'm not a person.
when I'm on the bike, I don't think biking is cool. I could see at one point why it was cool, but I don't think it's cool. But I think it does change who I am. Like I think it changes the way I think.
All right. It's just you just like the
I'm
bike.
glad I told you. I didn't tell anybody else.
I mean,
It's
it-
just
I
not
feel-
safe.
It's just a convoluted way of saying it. I just like it. Like, it makes me feel good. Like, but yeah,
It's scary.
I'm too scared of
Yeah.
riding a dark bike or not dirt bike. Bike.
I would collect motorcycles. That's how much I like motorcycles in general.
Yeah, I used to ride dirt bikes as a kid. It's a weirdly like Puerto Rican thing.
I like four wheelers better.
It's safer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
but,
was fun.
What's your bad experience with motorcycles that you don't like them like that?
I mean,
They're
it's
not
just,
safe. I mean, I know people who've died on motorcycles. I've worked with people who've died. My aunt and uncle used to ride motorcycles, and they were in Pine Hills on Pine Hills Road, and just out of nowhere, their kickstand came down, and they went flying. You're like, that happens. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like it's inevitable.
You
It's
have no
like,
protection. You can't control other people,
Yeah.
obviously. So there's nothing to protect you.
also
Yeah, you're
rains.
just out in the open.
You don't feel the rain until you press the brakes.
I guess.
Like when you have a helmet on, like for some
Mhm.
reason I thought this was cool. Like your body's getting hit with water and you're getting like wet, but you don't feel it because your head's not getting wet. You're like, oh, it's not raining, and then you
Mhm.
press the brakes. And you're like, oh, okay, it's raining.
But the road's slick. Yeah,
yeah,
it's just
when you
not
press
safe.
the brakes, you remember.
Yeah,
It's
it's
scary.
People
That's
don't
just
see
dangerous,
you. It's
man.
just not worth it.
My brother rides
just-
sports bikes, and it's like,
You
I don't know. I
think
went
of
on.
the children.
I went in the back
That's my
of
favorite saying.
his motorcycle one time, and he just like rode around the neighborhood, but like speeding down, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, ah! I just felt like so exposed, just vulnerable. Like anything could happen. I'm like, oh my god, if I let go, like I'm dead.
Do you ever have people ride with you?
No, not yet. I
No
haven't-
hose.
I haven't put anyone in the back
They
yet.
can't fit.
Yeah, they can't fit.
Oh my God.
I didn't know how big it was. Now,
no, they can't fit.
was it your bike that got hit by D Train?
Yeah, my bike got hit by G-Train.
What?
And I
D-Train?
didn't get no money from his insurance. I didn't get no money from his fucking insurance.
Damn. D-Train
Nah,
insurance.
so yeah.
What kind of insurance do you have? The general?
You were
No,
like,
yes.
you're trying
I
to,
do.
You're trying
That
to get
tracks.
a claim. You're like, come on, man, give it to me. All right.
Don't make me take
Don't make
it.
me say- don't make my insurance.
That's for everyone that's watched. That's for all 15 comedians that's watched D-Train comedy that's watching this.
Oh my god, he's selling merch now. Shout out to
Does he
D
have
He
Train.
has been selling merch.
He's got a TikTok. He's
I
got an
didn't know.
Instagram.
I'm about to buy.
He's got his own podcast.
He does.
No,
What?
I'm fucking around now.
What?
We should bring D Train
No,
on.
I'm okay.
That would be
Oh
so
my
weird.
goodness.
I'm okay.
Yes.
Have you guys heard me oppose anybody?
Huh?
Have you guys heard me say no to someone?
No.
D-Train no.
D-Train, no.
Why not? Because he
Damn.
would just be yelling the whole
He would
time.
say the same 5-minute set every time. So like, so D-Train, where'd you grow up? And he's like, someone took my body. I'm like,
Honestly, it's kind of hard to understand him because he's always high, so he's always like mumbling and saying stuff, and I'm like,
that's right.
what?
That's right.
He's like, yeah,
That's right. That's funny.
Yeah,
actually.
that's a good impression.
That's
He's like,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Well,
I
sorry.
don't want to end the night talking about D-Train. I wanna- Let's have a
Shout
good
out- shout out
positive
D-Train.
thought.
I don't
Positive
know.
reinforcement.
What's some end on positive thoughts? Actually had a bad day. I can't think of nothing positive. Right
Actually,
You had a bad day?
now. Not a bad day. I was just feeling sad all day. I was
Aw.
working at home. This is a good thing. I had no calls today, but I was just bored all day. I was just like
No, that's the best. I would have read
It's
like
amazing.
I would have read like 10 books.
But I was just sitting around being depressed all day. I was like, what is life? And I owe hella toll money because I'm stupid. I drive here from Clouds. I owe like $400 in tolls I don't pay.
You said 400?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I tried calling them to try to get a discount, and they're like, you don't qualify. So I was like, I'm just gonna kill myself. That's
What about? Oh my! Did you tell them that?
I don't tell them I'm gonna kill myself, but I just
You should have. You should
That
have.
would've been funny.
That would have been a funny thought. You
would've-
probably wouldn't have made it say. They would have called the suicide
would've
hotline.
been
You
like-
probably would have got.
They would have hung up on me. Like,
No, they would have called. They would have had to. It's like a state. It's a state thing.
I don't know.
What about during the hurricane? Didn't they let
wouldn't-
anybody
he
go
didn't
through the
go anywhere during the hurricane.
expressways through the tolls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I don't think you had to pay
I was
tolls
depressed
during.
like prior to the hurricane.
You were depressed prior to the
Yeah,
hurricane.
I just didn't want to leave the house for some reason, which I'm rarely like that. But as I get older, like I realize things that like other people realize, like anxiety. I'm like anxiety's for women with vaginas.
So
Women's with dicks, they don't have vaginas.
Yeah.
They don't have
Okay.
anxiety.
Yikes. Do you have anxiety?
sometimes, yeah,
Your vagina has anxiety.
my vagina has.
I feel like
anxiety.
you need a vagina to have anxiety.
I don't
Yeah.
think so at all.
Mm.
I mean, I can understand. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
I'm just
I'm
being
not gonna.
stupid. I'm just being
I
stupid.
don't know why I'm hearing this. Like, and now that you mention it,
Do you get anxiety, Shay?
No, I think anxiety's kind of worrying about the future
Uh-huh.
because depression is kind of thinking about the past in a way. And then anxiety is like you're anxious about what might happen. And I kind of just live in the moment for the most part, so I don't get a lot of anxiety.
That's deep.
And then I also do things like I'm outdoors every day.
So you get
I'm
that
barefoot.
sunlight.
I hug people. I
Oh.
do things to like up my serotonin
I forgot
naturally.
that hugging was part of like
Hugging,
yeah.
walking barefoot just makes
Yeah,
you feel
I-
grounded to the earth.
Or doing nice things for people, even if it's small. You know, like if you wash your mom's car.
I never
or
feel
something.
good after doing nice things for people. I was like, they just took advantage of me again.
No, but your brain pays you, so I don't have
Oh,
a
that
lot of
makes sense.
anxiety.
That's a good way to look at it.
I need to do nice things.
damn.
I need to walk around barefoot.
It's hard when you have a sales job
Yeah.
because you do have to kind of bend the truth.
To con
or
people all day, it's hard to
Yeah.
do something nice for people.
I'm
When
just-
you work
So-
I
in
mean, I
timeshares.
This
do.
is the way you make money, Jen. Don't let them. Oh.
I am.
No, I'm just
not-
saying. So
I
yeah,
think
I do it in other ways, you know. But I feel like there's times where I am helping people, you know.
I'm sorry.
Ah.
All right.
I'm
What is
helping
it?
people every
Shay,
day.
I don't like sometimes Shay like expresses like how like nice she is, and it's kind
I'm
of
not
like
nice at all.
like you show you care sometimes, and it's kind of like a different beat than you usually are. Usually you're like very nonchalant. You're very
Well, I do. I mean, I do care about people.
yeah. You share sometimes. Like I remember when I said I was gonna move somewhere, and you're like that's stupid, and but that's you caring. And
Probably.
same thing with the
It's
motorcycle.
her way of saying. It's her way of
caring, yeah.
caring and
Like
showing.
I
it.
remember, since we already brought up Sebastian, a couple weeks ago, he posted something about being so poor he likes the taste of sardines now. And I probably for a week was feeling. I mean, I was like, should I get him some gift cards to Chipotle or something? Like that poor guy. I was just
The fish
inside.
fillet.
I was thinking about poor, sitting at home eating his little sardines. It just broke my heart.
You guys keep talking about him when he gets on the podcast. He's gonna
He's gonna tell us all about it. So how are the
all
sardines?
about
Yes.
y'all.
It'll be
That's
all right.
funny.
What does it
Oh,
go?
That's when you know a guy will eat you out if he's eating sardines.
God
Yeah.
damn, shit.
That explains a lot about him now.
That's why he's so popular.
What is it called? We're talking shit. I'm gonna talk shit about you for a sec, Jen.
What?
I had a friend who came to the show the other day, and they made me laugh hella hard talking about you. They were like,
Who?
my friend. They said they're like, Jen. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, that joke she said. Like, my boyfriend just lost 135 pounds. Me. And I was like, yeah. She's like, I don't get it. I'm like, why not? She's like, she don't weigh no 135 pounds. I was like, damn, bitch, why you so mean? She's like,
Wow.
no, she's slim thick. I'm like,
that bitch is
Yeah.
not 135. That's what they said.
That's-
Jen.
I was when I first wrote the joke.
When I wrote that joke, I was
I-
145. I was like, I'm gonna get down to 135. Might as well make it 135.
F your friend.
that's all I wanted. I just wanted her to say fuck that.
And also, I gained 5 pounds, but
Because
it's
I've been depressed
most-
and I wanted to kill myself.
I actually had gained like 10 pounds, and I lost like a
looks good.
lot of weight. But my butt got bigger, my legs got bigger.
Yeah. Talk that talk.
And I've been losing more weight because I just haven't been eating as much. But It's my weight just always fluctuates.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about it. I just thought that
Anyways,
was-
I need to explain myself.
You're looking right, Jen. You're looking right.
Fine,
You
I'm
wanna
gonna be like, my boyfriend lost 150 pounds.
Yeah, if she's there again.
What did I tell you? How much did I tell you Jen actually weighs?
Huh?
I'm 140.
How much did I tell you Jen weighs when she? Because you ran this joke by me over the phone. Not the joke. You ran.
I told you that story.
Yeah,
that I
you told me
said
this.
to you over the phone.
Who's this friend?
What did I say? What did I say? How much she weighed?
You? I
Yeah.
don't remember. What'd you
That's
say?
around there.
Well, if she was there, it was probably the one on stage, right?
No.
One of
We're
them.
not putting anyone on blast.
John.
All right, thank you guys.
It's John.
That's been a 5-4.
All
Our
right,
next
John,
guest. Hey,
I
thank
got
you, Shay,
you,
for
bitch.
being here. We love
no
you.
problem.
We've talked about you every episode, actually.
Awesome.
We love you so
Shay.
much.
We do. We
Thanks.
love,
I love you guys
As-
too.
As a unit.
Manifested.
We love you
Manifest.
as a person, as a woman, as
Wow.
a child of God, as a comic in Orlando, and as our mama.
If you ever have a chance to see
Mama,
Shay,
mama.
if you ever have a chance
I'm
to
not
see
gonna
Shay,
nurse
you'll love
you.
her.
Mamma
Yeah.
mia.
You'll fall in love with Shay, just like everyone else has. Our next
Yikes.
guests are going to be Zach and Eric Lutz.
Zachariah.
We have to get Eric Lutz. Eric Lutz is the only one I haven't confirmed with.
We gotta go get him. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any shows coming up, Shay?
No, I'm doing that show Thursday.
Where?
Man, I should have looked it up. You know, the one where it's 8 comics, 4 against 4, and then it goes down to 2 or
competition
something.
one?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Good question.
Oh my
God
goodness.
damn it,
Okay,
Shay.
so
I know.
to
I
be
suck.
announced later
Follow
on.
Shay on Instagram. Find out when she figures it out.
She doesn't post her
She
stuff.
doesn't
I
She don't
yeah, I'm all.
Fucking.
So just hit us up and like maybe we'll find out. I don't know.
just go
Yeah,
outside.
don't follow
maybe
me.
Shay's
It's
there,
not
we'll
worth
see.
it. If
Yeah.
you see me, say hi.
No,
Yeah.
I think you're one of the ones worth seeing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's everything. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Woo! 504.